humanity's greatest power. Nobody stands above me ever. You believe yourself fine? I'm an actual god, fool! I decide who rules tonight! Your legend ends right here! Tonight, illusion meets reality. Mjolnir delivers absolute divine judgment.
One side, Thor steps onto the rain-soaked cliffs with absolute calm. Centuries of warfare have forged him into a legendary warrior. He has battled monsters, conquerors, and cosmic threats beyond imagination. Thunder answers his presence. The storm itself seems alive around him as he prepares for battle. On the other side, Homelander descends from the clouds with a confident smile. The world fears him, obeys him, and rarely challenges him. His strength and speed made him untouchable for years. Looking across the battlefield, he sees another powerful being and believes this fight will end quickly. Thor possesses godlike strength, extraordinary durability, and centuries of combat experience. Unlike many powerful beings, Thor is both a warrior and a strategist. His mastery of lightning allows him to control the battlefield, while his physical power lets him compete with the strongest opponents imaginable. Even after taking devastating punishment, Thor continues fighting with relentless determination. Throughout his battles, Thor has defeated massive monsters, legendary warriors, and world-threatening enemies. In one famous conflict, he stood against an army that overwhelmed entire civilizations and emerged victorious after a brutal final clash. In another battle, Thor endured devastating attacks before turning the tide with a perfectly timed counterattack that ended the war. His victories rarely come from raw power alone. They come from courage, discipline, and experience. Combined with unmatched battlefield knowledge and divine strength, Thor remains one of the most dangerous warriors in existence. Homelander possesses incredible strength, immense durability, and extraordinary speed. His ability to dominate opponents physically has allowed him to remain at the top for years. Confidence fuels his aggression, making him especially dangerous when he believes victory is close. Few enemies have ever forced him into prolonged combat. Throughout his career, Homelander defeated powerful opponents through overwhelming force and intimidation. Entire groups failed to challenge him successfully because his speed and physical dominance controlled battles from beginning to end. In several confrontations, opponents believed numbers would give them an advantage, only to be overwhelmed by Homelander's relentless attacks. His victories often come quickly because few can withstand direct combat against him. Combined with tremendous power, explosive speed, and relentless confidence, Homelander becomes one of the most feared individuals on Earth. However, unlike Thor, most of his victories came against opponents far below his level. Rain pours harder as Homelander smirks and launches forward. The air explodes. He crashes into Thor with tremendous force, driving both warriors across the cliffside. Rocks shatter beneath them. Thor barely moves. Homelander attacks again. Fast punches, relentless pressure, left, right, another strike. Thor absorbs the barrage and suddenly answers with a thunderous punch that sends Homelander skidding across wet stone. For the first time, the smile disappears. Homelander charges again. This time, both warriors meet head-on. The impact echoes across the coastline. Punch after punch follows. Thor's experience becomes obvious. He blocks, counters, moves, adapts. Homelander relies on aggression, while Thor fights like a seasoned warrior. The battle intensifies. Cliffs collapse into the ocean below. Waves explode against the shoreline. Homelander lands a powerful combination that forces Thor backward several steps. Thor wipes rain from his face, then advances. The next exchange is brutal. Heavy body shots, devastating counters. Both fighters crash through massive rock formations. Minutes pass. Thor grows stronger with every exchange. Homelander grows frustrated. One final charge. Homelander throws everything into a decisive attack. Thor waits. Perfect timing. A devastating counterstrike lands cleanly. The entire cliffside trembles. Silence follows. Only the storm remains.
Winner, Thor. Thor wins because he combines overwhelming power with centuries of combat experience. Homelander enters confidently and fights aggressively, but Thor has battled opponents far stronger and more dangerous. Homelander's strength makes the fight competitive early, yet Thor's discipline, endurance, and warrior instincts ultimately decide the outcome. On the storm-covered cliffs, the god proves why legends endure, while arrogance falls.